Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here, fourth Sunday of Advent. 1 week and we're going to celebrate the great birth of Jesus Christ, Christmas Day. The first reading today, this Sunday, is from Isaiah the prophet, chapter 7. The Lord spoke to Ahaz, saying, "Ask for a sign of the Lord your God. Let it be deep as Sheol or high as heaven." But Ahaz said, "I will not ask, and I will not put the Lord to the test." Then Isaiah basically takes him to task. It's false humility. Isaiah was a trusted prophet. He's not just some hack off the street, right? This is a man who's got credentials. So he's not some fly-by-night individual who says, "Well, ask of God whatever you want, and you're going to get it." If I said that to you, you'd say, maybe. But this is Isaiah, and the king knows it's Isaiah type of thing. He knows his background and everything. And then basically Isaiah says, "Hear then, O house of David, is it too little for you to worry the people that you weary my God?" And he gives a sign anyways of the virgin who shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall name him Emmanuel. False humility is false humility. For whatever reason, I can't remember, there's speculation as to why Ahaz basically says, no, I'm not going to ask for signs. Sounds so pious when we read it. It's not pious at all. He's being given this, it's really like God offering you a gift through a credentialed representative. And you say, no, I'm not worthy. Of course you're not worthy. But God is offering it to you. You have an obligation to take it. Maybe Ahaz suspected there was some commitment involved or a consequence that would challenge him in his own personal life, and he didn't want to do that. Maybe that's why he didn't take it. I suspect, from a psychological, spiritual point of view, that was something there. Okay, over to Epistle to the Romans. This is chapter 1. I'm just trying to zero in on a particular section. From Paul, a servant of God, called to be an apostle, set apart for the gospel of God, which God promised beforehand through his prophets in the Holy Scriptures, the gospel concerning his Son. Okay, and I'm going to go over to, through Christ we have received grace and apostleship to bring about the obedience of faith among all the Gentiles for the sake of his name, including yourselves who are called to belong to Jesus Christ. See, again, there's many things you can take from this. The scriptures are like a bottomless ocean. One thing that sort of captures my attention might turn off a lot of people in our modern day is this phrase of St. Paul about the obedience of faith. Well, remember, so people don't like to obey. Today, everybody wants to be free, autonomous, like absolutely autonomous, when really nobody's absolutely autonomous. And if you think you are, then walk off a cliff or jaywalk in traffic or something, or speed down the highway, even if there's nobody there and a cop is on the side. When nobody's, we don't want to do what we don't want to do. Well, Paul himself is obedient to the faith. He's not just saying you have to be obedient, but I don't have to be obedient. We all have to be obedient, which essentially means have the disposition to be taught. Right? Obedire, I think that's the Latin, I'm going from memory here, is basically what the connotation here is. We have to be willing, we have to be disposed to be taught. We don't make up the truth, we receive the truth. And unless we have this openness, this disposition, we're never going to have faith. So we have to pray for that disposition, as Paul was urging, in writing to these Gentiles, these Romans. Okay, over to the gospel. I love this. So many beautiful gospels in Advent. So Mary is pregnant with the Christ child. Joseph, he's caught. He doesn't know what to do. But just when he had resolved to do this, meaning he was going to put her away quietly, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, "Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, for the child conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit." What's interesting here, a couple of things. First of all, Joseph agonizes about what to do. And there's lots of speculation. You may hear this in sermons. Oh, he knew she was pregnant by somebody else. No, I don't think so. When you know somebody and you would go to the wall for them, you may not be able to explain or understand something about them. But if you are going to go to the wall, you're going to go to the wall. And I'm not talking about blind, stupid, naive trust. I'm saying you really know somebody. Well, Joseph really knew Mary. And the indicator here is first of all, he agonized what to do, and the angel didn't appear to him until he made a decision to put her away because he saw no other way out. It was not his child. He could not, in his mind, he could not claim it as his child, because to do so would be to commit a lie, which would mean, at least as far as I'm aware of, that he in fact was the father of the child. And he wasn't, so he had to put her away, but he was going to do it quietly so she wouldn't be stoned to death. But then the angel says, do not be afraid. That's the key. Do not be. He doesn't say don't be ashamed. He says don't be afraid. So Joseph knew that Mary had been touched by God. Couldn't understand this, because how can anybody understand it? God had to reveal it to him, but God waited until Joseph made a decision, and it was an upright, virtuous decision in accordance with the law. And then God revealed the totality of the mystery. This child is conceived by the Holy Spirit, and so on. So it's a beautiful thing. It's testifying to the fact that Joseph had this upright awareness of Mary. He had an upright intention. He knew that Mary was upright, was a holy woman, and he did not doubt this. So you and I need to be men and women of prayer. And things aren't probably going to be so clear for you and me because we're not like Joseph and Mary. Maybe somebody is, not like Mary, but maybe somebody's like Joseph. But we really do have to seek the guidance of the Holy Spirit and our guardian angel in just the normal things, let alone the difficult decisions of our everyday life. So remember this and really strive to prepare yourself well leading up to the great feast of Christmas. God bless you.